Namaste to all of you. Hari Om Tat Sat. Dear colleagues, my students and members of the University of Hyderabad community, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, greetings to all of you. I am delighted to address you on this Independence Day when our nation is celebrating 75 years of Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav and Ghar Tiranga festivity. Let us pay tributes to our freedom fighters, known as well as unknown, sung as well as unsung, who brought us independence. And we are now a strong nation with rich diversity of customs, thoughts, but all bonded together by an ancient culture. Let us bow to this great nation, Bharat. Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav is an initiative marking 75 years of independence and the glorious history of its people, culture, achievements. Ghar Tiranga, the tricolor flag, is a symbol of pride for every Indian, represents India's integrity and signifies the hopes and aspirations of all the people of India. A variety of programs are planned and executed from 1st to 15th August at University of Hyderabad. About 200 flags are flown on the buildings in our campus. I thank and congratulate all of you for your active and wholehearted participation in these events. Sri Dharmendra Pradhan Ji, Honorable Minister of Education and Minister of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, Government of India, was gracious enough to visit our campus recently and inaugurate the buildings of Center for Digital Learning and Training Resources, CDLTR, School of Physics and School of Engineering Sciences and Technology on 4th July 2022. He also said that the best practices nurtured and practiced at University of Hyderabad over its long, glorious past became an intimate part of National Education Policy 2020. Congratulations to our university on that account. I would like to mention a few significant achievements of the university in the recent times and also share a brief report card on our recent activities at the university and the way forward. Institution of Eminence. The Institution of Eminence accorded to the University of Hyderabad in September 2019 is a recognition of University of Hyderabad's standing, ability, and potential to move into the league of world's best institutions. I salute to all the stakeholders, past and present, whose contributions brought us the glorious recognition of IOE. University is about halfway through its 5-year tenure as an institution of eminence. It is worth recalling some of the achievements at this point. 128 faculty members have been funded projects cutting across all academic units, amounting to more than about 50 crores. The IOE Professional Development Fund has been awarded to more than 100 faculty members to improve their research. In addition, more than 250 personnel, technical, administrative, were appointed, and grants to various academic units have been provided to improve the existing infrastructure. We have just finished reviewing the programs of all IOE research projects, where the impact of IOE funding on our research and academic output is becoming slowly evident. To remind ourselves again, the goals of the university as an IOE are enhancement of research infrastructure, quality and impact, increased student strength, offer new interdisciplinary teaching, offline as well as online programs, outreach and skill development, improved perception and visibility globally, increased alumni engagement effectively, internationalization visibly, stakeholder empowerment, stakeholders being students, faculty, non-teaching staff, revenue generation impressively, public-private partnerships and transnational activity. To achieve these goals, in the last few months, many new schemes, including the Student Achievers Award for the topper in a semester in a PG program, publication-based incentive for non-net PhD fellowship holders, one-time grant to all stakeholders for participating in a conference abroad, rupees 1 lakh each, research call for SC, ST, women, PWD faculty members, support for skill development, e-learning resources, enhancement of e-infrastructure, library resources, support for new teaching programs, innovation and entrepreneurship have also been announced. As part of the internationalization efforts of the university, the IOE Chair Professor International Fellow schemes are launched. To enhance the industry involvement in the university programs on public-private partnership, inter-institutional research clusters are initiated. Most of these programs are unique to our university, and it is now up to all of us to actively participate and make them a grand success. It's our collective effort in all these. The overall participation level in the same outside sciences and engineering needs to improve significantly. The university views IOE as a unique opportunity in its history to leverage its existing reputation, practices, and services to catapult it into the best and the highest leagues globally. This is doable, and we will do it. Last but not the least, a number of new buildings such as Interdisciplinary Center, HRDC building, International Guest House, a new administrative building, guest house, and 400-seater hostels for boys and girls are proposed. They're already on the active planning stage. It's expected that all these efforts will improve the overall research and teaching activity of the university. Any new ideas that are directed towards achieving the IOE goals are highly welcome from any quarter of the university. Please do come forward and partake in this journey. Rankings. Our university matches global standards, made possible with consistently good quality research and teaching. In the QS rankings 2023, we are now among the top universities in the world overall, and among the top 150 fastest growing under the age of 50 years of universities. The university has been ranked at 10th among the universities in India and 20th in the overall category by National Institutional Ranking Framework 2022. It's wonderful to note that University of Hyderabad is ranked first among Indian universities and 16th among all institutions in the academic sector in the latest Nature Index 2022 ranking, which shows the quality of the research publications of our faculty members here. Yes, we are good, but we need to get better all the time, and all of us need to put in our best efforts for the same, both in research as well as academic activities. At the end of the day, we need to produce best trained students at our university by shaping them into scholars. Academics and admissions. The University of Hyderabad has successfully uploaded a total of 33,186 records of all its degrees awarded so far to the DigiLocker, NAD. With this, all records of the degrees awarded so far from the university, that is from first convocation to 21st convocation, are uploaded. This includes all degrees awarded from 77 to 2022. DigiLocker, NAD, is a digital repository for academic institutions, and we have taken full care of it. As an example of excellence in our educational outreach activity, I want to cite a specific case. The course offered by CDVL on Diploma in Infection Prevention and Control, a very relevant course post-COVID, is influencing a large number of healthcare workers in prevention of infections and control of antimicrobial resistance. COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted the need for building the capacity of infection preventionists to prevent, to prepare, and to respond to pandemics, epidemics, and outbreaks, including antimicrobial resistance. But even before the current pandemic, in 2019 itself, anticipating the infection prevention needs of India and the world, the University of Hyderabad, along with Infection Control Academy of India, IFCAI, has developed a pioneering diploma in infection prevention and control. The program is in high demand, has caught the attention of many countries, including the developed countries like USA. We enrolled more than 150 high caliber future infection prevention leaders into this program globally. The current and the past participants are making a difference in building strategies and execution plans to save the population from infectious diseases in India and many other countries of the world, such as Kenya, Mauritius, Saudi Arabia, and other East Asian and Middle East Asian countries. This activity will be scaled up further in the future. Our university is now a part of CUET's for centralized admission process. I'm happy to inform you that the university has received more than 1.25 lakh applications for the integrated course seats and about 1.5 lakh applications for PG courses. We also note that the delay in the admissions and the glitches encountered by our students in the admission process is a cause of deep concern for all of us. IQAC, Internal Quality Assurance Cell. The university has amplified the responsibilities of the IQAC to keep pace with recent developments and injunctions from the UGC about academic integrity, and is seeking to establish higher benchmarks for recruitment and promotions, and we do it transparently and robustly. The IQAC has done a good job of coordinating with the NAC peer team visit recently in May 2022, and our final NAC grade in the 4th cycle of re-accreditation is still awaited. Research projects and patents. We have more than 265 ongoing research projects operated by the faculty members with a total outlay of about 350 crores of rupees, funded by various national as well as international agencies. I'm happy to inform you that over the years, the faculty of the university have filed 65 patents in India and abroad, out of which 45 have been granted. We are planning to increase the intellectual property filling by encouraging and supporting the faculty in processing the patent application forms. Any bottlenecks in patent filling process you experience, please do bring to our notice. We would surely take proactive steps to mitigate the barriers, if any. These are important steps for us to become visible globally. Achievements of faculty, students, and alumni. There are too many achievements to list. However, I'll just take you through a glimpse shot of it. The university faculty, students and alumni have received many recognitions nationally and globally. A few of them I am listing below. Professor Dayananda Siddhavattam Garu, former senior professor at the Department of Animal Biology, School of Life Sciences, has been selected as the Vice-Chancellor of Geetham University, Vishakhapatnam. He has recently taken charge at Geetham and we wish him all the best in this new assignment. The Department of Science and Technology, Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, celebrating its 50 years, 1971 to 22, has nominated Professor Surajit Dhara, Professor in School of Physics, and Professor Niyaz Ahmed, Professor in the Department of Biotechnology, Bioinformatics, School of Life Sciences as scientists shaping today's India under the age of 50 years. Inclusive Growth Chain, a startup incubated at the university by the faculty of the School of Management Studies, Professor Vijay Bhaskar Marisetti and Dr. Varsha Mamidi, has won the International Blockchain Hackathon. IGC, International Growth Chain, aims at addressing social and environmental problems in India through blockchain, artificial intelligence, and machine learning techniques. Some of our senior faculty members continue to rank high globally, and some have gone on to getting selected as advisory board members in the prestigious national and international institutions, journals, publisher editorial boards, research boards, and research projects globally for their very preeminent activities. Students, our student and research scholars have been selected for various summer school programs, fellowships in renowned international institutions. This is too long a list to cover. It's a moment of immense pride and joy for the entire fraternity of the University of Hyderabad as Aravind Banawat, a recently passed out MA student in the Department of Sociology, has secured All India rank 623 in the prestigious UPSC Civil Services Examination 2021. He has been recommended for Indian Police Service. We wish him all the best in this new assignment. The contribution of the students assisted by the faculty of the School of Medical Sciences in Kanti Velugu, the vision screening program of Telangana state, is laudable. In response to the invite from Chief Program Officer, National Health Mission, Telangana, 37 final year undergraduate and postgraduate optometry students participated in the Kanti Velugu program for a period of 3 months and screened about 138,750 patients with visual impairment and prescribed glasses and referred for surgical intervention. This is our best example of social outreach activity. Please applaud them. I am also happy to note that very recently 8 of our students have been selected for the Prime Minister's Research Fellowship Fund under the 4th set of lateral entry scheme due to their excellence performance over many years. Alumni. It's good to hear our alumni being posted in reputed positions, and I would like to mention some of them. Dr. Srinivasa Reddy Garu, our alumnus of School of Chemistry with more than 20 years of research experience in the synthesis of natural products, medicinal chemistry, drug discovery, has been appointed as the Director of the CSIR, Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, Hyderabad. Many of our alumni have recently joined as faculty in reputed universities and research institutes, too many to list here. I wish all of them good luck for their commendable past achievements as well as the future goals. We would like our alumni to be involved and contribute more for the progress and eminence of the university. The university is in the process of setting up a university alumni cell and officially connect with all of our alumni properly. Research and innovation ecosystem, a very important activity in the university. Over the last 4 decades, University of Hyderabad has established itself as a research university with world-class contributions from various committed faculty members carrying out intense research work in their respective domains and disciplines. All of you know that we are in the forefront in creating the innovation ecosystem in the campus, and is probably one of the very few universities in the country hosting 3 incubation centers running very successfully. Technology Business Incubator TBI, supported by DST, Technology Incubation and Development Entrepreneurs, TIDE, supported by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, BioNest, supported by BIRAC and DBT. These incubators hold about 60 startups, thereby creating a vibrant startup ecosystem in the campus. They have set up a credible ecosystem that performs. Our current setup has reached its limit capacity physically, and therefore we need to further augment the innovation ecosystem in the university, and we are exploring various avenues for the same. Placements. The year 21-22 witnessed better placements compared to year 2021, 2020 and 2021. The Placement Guidance Advisory Bureau team has been able to coordinate with many companies and have ensured placements for 523 students in 195 companies with packages ranging from rupees 3.5 lakhs to 23 lakhs per annum. These package rates must improve in future. I am sure this figure is going to increase for our university in the coming years. Social responsibility. It is our social responsibility to conserve nature. And I am happy to have been a part of the mega plantation drives that have taken place on campus, where many saplings were planted in different locations with the help of the Hyderabad Metropolitan Development Authority, HMDA, and State Bank of India and other groups. I would like the university fraternity to continue to play a major role in increasing the green cover in the campus jointly with the horticulture department. We need to take care of our environment and make this place a healthy, happy one for generations to come. Take utmost care in conserving water, electricity, and reduce carbon emission. Our electricity and water bills are very high, unduly high. So therefore, we must pay attention to conserving these resources. National Education Policy 2020. One of the aims of NEP will be to increase the gross enrollment ratio in higher education, including vocational education, from an abysmal 26.3% now to 50% by 2035. We must become a knowledge power country. We need to be part of NEP 2020 and support other higher education institutions in their development, community engagement and service, contribution to various fields of practice, faculty development for the higher education system, and support to school education. With the IOE on our record, I envisage the University of Hyderabad imparting the kind of teaching and research that NEP envisions for the betterment of our students, for their all-round growth. I also look forward to improving our faculty and student diversity through internationalization that the NEP and the IOE mandate encourages, making us a truly global player in higher education. On a somber note, I also want to briefly update you on our financial situations of the university in the context of current government policy changes. An important ground reality that all of us must pay attention to. Most of you might be aware that the financial thinking of the government has been changing a great deal of late. In the recent past, the government had brought in a series of procedures, PFMS, Public Finance Management System, RBI TSA, RBI Treasury Single Account, GEM, GST, etc., that are literally taking a lot of our time coping with these structural changes. Further, these mandatory procedures bestow the government to have access to a lot of our financial transactions, our spending patterns, even our day-to-day transactions. This is part of the transparency of the financial management system that the government is ushering in. As all our regular grants and have already been moved to RBI TSA, Treasury Single Account regime, we stopped receiving and handling any physical fund transfers. No physical cash money transfers can happen. Now steps have been initiated to move even project funding to RBI TSA model in individual project-wise bank accounts. Looks laborious, but it is happening, as specified by the granting agencies. While the government promises to support us for salaries and capital assets, the grants for maintenance is going to be tough. Even under salaries grant, there are restrictions. Not to treat the salaries of outsourced staff and guest faculty as salary. These are the type of regulation that we are functioning on these days. Under capital assets, all new buildings will be through HEFA, Higher Education Financing Authority, which means about 10% of the project cost the university has to bear from its resources. All this means one thing to the university. The university shall generate adequate internal revenue, at least the minimum required to support our regular maintenance. This is the writing on the wall. So I urge the university community to take our best foot forward in this direction. The entire country's educational ecosystem is aligning with this. Another word of caution is all our faculty, non-faculty recruitment must align with roster ratios and are aligning with roster ratios, and any academic expansion plans are to be thought out very carefully in the context of no new faculty sanctioned positions coming through either from UGC or ministry. So this is the ground reality that we are operating on. Conclusion and way forward. How do we go forward? The university is now 40 years old, 40 years young, I would say, and is regarded as one of the top universities in India in the area of higher education, achieving honors and attaining standards that set a benchmark for other institutes in the country. This is the glory that we have earned. While the intellectual resource of faculty and students has brought us several laurels, too many to list here, we must remember and gratefully acknowledge the required support given by the Ministry of Education and UGC through regular grants as well as through IOE. It is very vital that we make the current cycle of IOE a success, that it gets renewed into the next, hopefully. We also received substantial funding from our other national as well as international funding agencies. I thank all of them on behalf of the university. With all such support for a small group of 5,000 students and 400 faculty, let us try to fly high. A small group relative to the other bigger global universities, and become the best university in the country and a top ranking one globally, in spite of challenges that I alluded to above. I believe we have the potential to get there. Our way forward is, it requires us to organize ourselves better, optimize our resources better, synergize our activities better, and focus on making the best use of IOE as well as other opportunities. We are bestowed upon many opportunities that we must make the best use of. Let us all work collectively for the common good of the university. I conclude with warm greetings once again on this 76th Independence Day to everyone present here, with tributes to our national leaders who brought us this glorious freedom for the country, and our own academic leaders who brought us laurels to the University of Hyderabad. I take this opportunity to dedicate the university's work and the contributions to the nation and its future needs. I have finished reading the prepared speech. However, I will now tell something very briefly which is unstructured in my mind, and that is the following. I have just finished 1 year of tenure in University of Hyderabad. I did whatever I could. I do not know whether you like my performance or not, but it is clear from the bottom of my heart that I am working for the University of Hyderabad with a strong sense of dedication. It look difficult, but times also look very, very exciting in terms of opportunities for the potential of the University of Hyderabad. If we can work collectively on a single cause, we would get counted globally as one of the preeminent universities. I think the time has come for the university where we must ask only one question, and that is, what is that I can do for the university? That's the only question that is relevant. All other questions are not so relevant, in my opinion. And the time is very important now. We are entering into a glorious future if we collect ourselves well. We have the experience, we have the wisdom, we have the legacy, we have the opportunities, we even have resources that we can tap into and take this university to higher heights. I am convinced we can do it. I am convinced we can do it quicker if we do it collectively. Let us do it. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.